Hello, I am Xarkun, and this is World of Warships. Yes, World of Warships on the PC. Now, if you're familiar with my channel, you'll know that I've only ever featured World of Warships Legends, which isn't so much the console port of World of Warships on PC, but is more like a game that takes both the mechanics and assets of World of Warships and repackages them into something that's totally different. They're essentially two different games, but I'm finally able to play World of Warships on PC, and I thought I might make a video on it. Now, of course, I don't intend to transition this channel to only cover World of Warships. Legends is still my main grind, and the game that, frankly, I like better. But I thought there might be some general interest in a Legends community contributor's perspective on World of Warships, because I am a community contributor for World of Warships Legends, and, you know, given all the recent stuff that happened with the community contributor program on PC, i.e. the big implosion and all the drama going on there, you know, I wasn't really sure if I wanted to touch this topic. And I don't really want to talk too much about what happened with the CCs for World of Warships or about the problems with World of Warships generally itself. I'm coming into this game with, you know, fresh eyes and a fresh perspective, so I haven't had to deal with 5 years of issues in this game. It's something that's almost completely new to me. Part of the reason I also wanted to play this game and maybe show you some replays of it is because, of course, World of Warships has some ship lines that Legends does not. You can see that I'm playing the Tier 5 Italian battleship Cavour. I think that's how it's pronounced in this game. Obviously, on Legends, if this were to ever come to that game, this Tier 5 battleship would be equivalent to a Tier 4 battleship on there. And I'm also grinding the Italian cruiser line. I've gotten to the Tier 6 Trento on WoWs, which would be the Tier 5 Trento on Legends, and I'm sort of seeing how the SAP works. I can tell you from my little bit of experience in these Italian battleships that the sap on these low-tier ones, not all that effective. I found myself shooting mostly AP with these and having a lot more success that way, including in this game, which is a fairly good game for a low-tier, Tier 5 game. There are some bots in it, of course, but I think I mostly focus on shooting real players, and I apologize for the jerkiness of the camera movements here. That is an artifact of, I think, me not exactly knowing the controls. It's very foreign to me to be playing this game with a keyboard and mouse. I'm so used to a controller, and I know for a lot of people it was the other way around. But I figure I should talk about some things that World of Warships does differently from Legends, and some things that I wish Legends would incorporate from this game. One of those things is, notice my damage counter. We're up to 18,728 damage right now, maybe a little bit more after that Citadel on the cruiser out there. But you can see that below that, we've got a little shield icon with 74,000 damage. That is damage tanked by my ship. And there is also another counter that is available for spotting damage inflicted upon enemy ships. So I wish Legends would incorporate these counters as well. It would be really nice to see all the damage you tank in the course of a battle, and all of the damage you are responsible for, you know, indirectly getting by simply spotting ships and allowing your teammates to shoot at them. I think it might give destroyers in World of Warships Legends, destroyer players, more of an incentive and a reason to spot and to understand why spotting is so fundamentally important to the game and why it makes destroyers such an important piece in both Legends and World of Warships. So that's one thing. I think Legends could take. It's just, a small quality of life improvement. Also, I'd like to see the detailed screens at the end of the battle that show you the credit earnings and all that kind of stuff in great detail. WoWs has that, but I guess Legends actually does have that economic stuff, but it doesn't have a detailed damage report screen, which WoWs does. So I'd like to see that incorporated as well. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to see the post-battle results screen for this little Tier 5 game because I didn't realize this, but the replay system on WoWs does not actually show you the post-battle results screen. You have to capture that separately from the replay and edit them together. Did not know that, but I will keep that in mind for any future videos I do within WoWs. And I'll have to see if I can do something about the... I guess this is the frame rate. You can see that, I'm running this in fairly high quality on the PC that I have. It's not a hugely dedicated gaming PC, but it can run this game in 1080p at 30 frames per second or better. Probably not ideal, but certainly good enough to play with. But for some reason, it looks a lot chuggier in this replay here. I don't know if that's an artifact of me recording the screen on my PC to get the footage for this or what. But there are also some things that World of Warships does differently than Legends that I don't like, and that is the commander system. You'll note, if you're very familiar with World of Warships Legends, that battleships typically come with 3 repair party consumables. You'll notice that I have 4 of them on this particular Tier 5 Italian battleship, though, and that is because I am using the commander skill on the commander here. I forget what it's called. I think it's a 3-point skill that gives you some extra consumables. If you want that on Legends, then you have to use a specific type of brawling battleship commander and make use of the master mechanic skill. But frankly, I like the Legends commander system much more than I like this system in WoWs. Why? Well, because with Legends, you can freely switch your commanders around and switch your skill selections on your commanders without having to pay any kind of currency, doubloons, credits, whatever it is. On WoWs, you can't switch skills that you've selected for your commander builds without paying some kind of currency to switch them, and you cannot move them between ships without also paying some kind of currency. And besides that, it seems like every time you unlock a new ship, tech tree, I suppose, ship, then you get a level 0 commander that you have to grind along with the ship. Now, of course, you can boost that grind process by using Commander XP and Global XP and all that kind of stuff, but it's a new grind for every new commander for every new ship, and you can't really move them around unless you change things. Now, of course, you could buy a premium ship and do your commander training on that ship if you can get a premium ship that has, like, if you wanted to grind the Italian cruisers and you got a premium Italian ship, you could move your premium Italian ship commander to your tech tree Italian ships for free, I believe. And of course, you can gain much more commander experience faster by using a premium ship, so there is that. But frankly, I think the Legends commander system is more simplified. It doesn't really cost any resources to change stuff around. You can tinker with it endlessly, and also it offers a lot more diversity, really, than the commander skills in this game offer. I mean, certain commander skills in this game offer things that don't come with a downside in the way that they do on Legends, but as far as I can tell, like for battleships, cruisers, and the like, there are no commander skills that buff the accuracy by improving the shell grouping together or buffing the dispersion. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I just haven't noticed them, but I haven't seen any. On Legends, there's a number of those skills that do that, and frankly, with Legends, you never know what kind of build somebody is going to be running on an enemy ship that you're facing. But with this one, because it's so standardized and there are, frankly, skills in the commander builds that are almost mandatory For certain classes of ships, like for destroyers, you definitely want the unstoppable skill on WoWs that lets you continue to move even after your engine or your steering gears or whatever have been disabled. Like, that's kind of a mandatory skill on destroyers. You want to take that all the time. And there are more examples of that. But in Legends, there aren't a whole lot of mandatory skills, I feel like. And there are a lot of different and diverse skills that you never know who's going to be running them or what you're going to be facing when you come up against an enemy ship in Legends. In WoWs, well, a lot of people run similar builds, let's just say. So, on my first impressions of this game, those are really the big things, the big differences that I noticed between WoWs and Legends. And I'm going to keep grinding WoWs. I don't really intend to spend any significant money on it because of the things that are going on right now in the WoWs community, you know. I don't really want to necessarily support the developers' side of that by paying into their monetization practices. I'm certainly not going to be buying any crates. Might buy some premium time to make the grind a little easier, but that's not a huge source of revenue, and that's not the issue on this game. But again, I don't really want to talk about that. This game is obviously over now, and you know, I just wanted to give you guys who watch my channel a little bit of an indication of what World of Warships on PC is like. So now that you've seen it, let me know in the comments what you think about the differences I described between World of Warships and World of Warships Legends, and let me know if you want to see any future World of Warships replays, because I'm happy to do them. I do want to investigate SAP on the Italian cruisers especially, so you know, look forward to that in the coming days. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to give the video a like. Consider subscribing if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.